What's up, my lovely Scorpios? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, guys, we are in July already. Holy crap, where does summer go? But let's see what's going on with you guys. Now, this will be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Okay, a general reading, so whatever pops up, pops up. So let's see what's going on with you guys. What is going on with the sign of Scorpio? Sun, Moon, and Rising, July 2018. What can be expected with the sign of Scorpio? Nice. Alright, guys, so let's talk about this. So the energy that we have here is a Knight of Cups in the reverse, okay? With Knight of Cups in the reverse, maybe for those singles, you're going out, you're having a good time. You know, this could be kind of a player energy in a relationship, or it could just be somebody that feels a tad bit emotionally unstable, something that has you off, because this is your energy. So something that can slightly be throwing you off. Okay, you have the Four of Swords in the reverse and the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So with this here, there's something that you guys are realizing. The blindfold is off. Anything that you felt stuck in, you're seeing it for what it is, and you have the energy to move past it. Okay, and with the Lover's card in the reverse, maybe someone that you're arguing with, or a fallout that you're having with someone. Maybe there's someone in your life this month that you feel you can't trust. It doesn't always have to be, you know, a significant other. But with the Tower card in the reverse, followed by the Hierophant in the reverse, there's essentially a catastrophe that you guys are avoiding, okay? Something that really was not meant for you, okay? I love the Hierophant, whether it's in the upright or in the reverse, because it's telling me that this is or is not supposed to be in my life. It's kind of that clarity. It's that whisper in my ear that gives me the confirmation that I need on something, okay? Now, going into your past, the first card that we have here, we have the Six of Wands. All right, so you feeling very proud, very victorious over something, you know, that feeling where you really want to celebrate. And with the Hierophant in the reverse, maybe you guys are happy because of something that you got out of. Or maybe there's something in your life where you felt really proud, but there's a sense of unconventionality to what made you, you know, feel so proud. Again, with the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So you see something for what it is. It could be something unconventional, but there still is that sense of pride that is here. So I don't necessarily see this as anything bad. I just feel like you guys are going on a route that maybe people see as unconventional, and that could be something as small as, you know, your family's Catholic and you read tarot, or you're watching tarot videos on YouTube. Okay, so it could be something like that, something unconventional. So the next card that you have for the past, we have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, a sense of you guys really being guarded about something. All right, maybe you're really guarding your money. Maybe there's a situation that happened where you're just, you know, really closed in with yourself. All right, but we have the Ace of Cups. So a new start that is very emotionally fulfilling for you. You know, your emotions are in this. And with the Knight of Cups in the reverse popping out, it could be a new start where maybe you're not 100% sure about this start. All right, for some of you, maybe you're getting into a new relationship, or you're talking to someone new, but you're not sure. It's like, I'm not sure if this is 100% what I want, so let me not necessarily dead anyone just yet. Okay, let me not cut anybody off just yet. Now we have the Six of Pentacles. So you guys are coming to a place where you really are finding balance with the situation. We have the Chariot here at the bottom and the Ace of Wands. So I feel like you guys are starting something new and you're really taking off with it. Even if you're coming from a place where you could have been slightly unstable with whatever it was that you were dealing with, okay? But the sense of balance that you're feeling, so let's see why the Six of Pentacles is here. You have the Four of Swords in the reverse. So you find balance, right? And then you put a lot of logical thinking into the route that you wanted to take. Okay, it's like you kind of took a hiatus, you took a step back from something, and you just looked at everything. You know, you didn't, not that you weren't thinking with your heart, but this is when we tune more into our logic and, you know, empirically think about what's going to be the next step for us. And we have the Page of Swords. So for some of you, maybe you were dealing with Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, but this is someone who's going to communicate things very directly. You know, they're not going to sugarcoat anything. So this is why, you know, the Page of Swords is my favorite communicator in the deck, because it's always good to have someone that is going to be straight up with you. Even if it's something you don't want to hear, there's nothing better than the truth. Okay, so this is someone that will say what they mean. They'll tell you what they expect, what they don't expect, you know, what they want from you, what they won't tolerate, things like that. All right, but there's a new journey coming in. So with the Fool card, you guys are getting into something, and this is still part of the past. So you're getting into something here that was completely new, unmarked territory, something that you haven't gotten into before. And with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, if there is any sense of loss or sadness, anything that just didn't feel good, this is you guys getting over it. This is you realizing that you're coming out of a place where you could have wasted your time and effort in something that wasn't necessarily meant for you. All right. In the present moment, the first card we have is the Page of Wands. All right, so with this Page of Wands here, this is going to be maybe a new passionate idea that you have, an offer that comes in maybe from Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, but something where you're in the building process, where you're in the works, you're talking about how this is going to continue to go forward. All right, and you have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. So there's something new that's being spoken about here, but at the same time, with the Nine of Wands in the reverse, there's something that just had too much adversity in your life, something that you knew you had to let go of. And with the Magician, you know that you're in a place where you're able to manifest whatever it is that you want at this point. So I would say that right now, whatever it is you want to build, favor could be on your side because of that Magician there. Now we have the High Priestess. So I love that you guys have this card, because it's showing you no matter what illusions are there, we have the Seven of Cups here, no matter what illusions are going on or people who are being unclear or dishonest around you, you don't need to necessarily be told that they're being dishonest or untrustworthy. You know. All right, so when you have the High Priestess come up, you don't have to see text messages. You don't have to see pictures. You don't have to just show up to someone's house. You know what's going on, okay? So don't overexert yourself. Just listen to your initial gut instinct and go with it. All right, and we have the Star card in the reverse. So there's something here that you lose faith in. You completely give up on something, but you're still talking about something you want to get into. Or maybe for some of you, you're losing faith in a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. All right, we have the Knight of Wands here as well. So definitely a fire sign here. But for a lot of you, you're losing faith in something, but you definitely could be starting something new. Bless you, baby. You're definitely starting something new, okay? And it could be something that really puts your heart at ease. Now, with the Two of Cups here, it could be a good friendship. It could be, you know, a new lover. It could be you strengthening a relationship with a friend or a family member. There's also a sense here of coming into something, because it doesn't always have to be a person. It could be something that you're really passionate about, and now you're kind of going with it. You're taking it from an idea and you're putting action to make it something that's, you know, that you can hold, that can be there. So you could be coming into a purpose for yourself that is really good, but again, that involves having to let something go. And that may, whatever you're letting go, maybe there's a harsh ending, maybe there's some sort of betrayal that you or another person feels. But with the Hermit card in the reverse, there was something in your life where you weren't giving someone all the facts, or they weren't giving you all the facts. All right. And with that High Priestess popping up, you came to, you know, you used your wits. You came to the reality about what this really was, or maybe somebody did with you. So we have the Moon card here as your next card. So this could be secrets that are coming out, but this could also be a sense of clarity, an awakening, that aha moment that you get in a situation where suddenly everything just makes sense. All right, and you have the Two of Wands in the reverse. So maybe because of this clarity or because of these secrets that come out, now you're lost. It's like, which way do I want to move forward? But with the Nine of Swords in the reverse, you know that you no longer have to be anxious or have to worry about this. Even if it's an uncomfortable truth, at least you know what the truth is. So there's that sense of, okay, I'm going to be at peace. Yeah, don't eat that here, baby. Okay? That's going to make too much noise. He has a bag of chips. All right. Save it for later. Let your food go down. okay? Go shower. You smell. I love you. So the next card we have, guys, and the last card for the present moment, is the Seven of Swords, okay? This is someone being secretive, someone not wanting to tell all their truths, someone withholding information, all right? And we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. It's funny because a lot of the time when I do read for Scorpios, the Queen of Swords does pop up a lot as you guys taking that energy, whether it's you just guarding yourself or thinking critically on a situation. But there's secrets here, and somebody's being overly guarded, okay? This is the type of person that is going to take something that could seem small, and they're really going to drag it out, okay? They're going to really make it something that could be overly dramatic with the way they react to it. We have the King of Swords in the reverse. So definitely an energy that you guys have to be careful of. If you have any air signs that are close to you in your life right now, you might want to just, you know, keep your eyes open and see what's really going on. With these two energies here, not only do you have someone who's taking something to the next level when it's not necessary, but with the King of Swords in the reverse, this is someone that can be abusive mentally, physically, emotionally, verbally. This is somebody that they don't give a fuck, okay? This is someone that the only thing they're interested in is their own well-being, their own come up. This is the type of boss, okay, if this relates to you in work, this is the type of boss that you say, hey, I just got a call from my child's school. They're in the hospital. I have to go. And they look at their watch and they say, I'm sorry, but you have another 30 minutes. Finish out your shift and then you can go. That's who this is. All right? So you have someone that has this very, with these cards, it's going to be a negative energy because you have secrets. You have someone just being on guard. You have someone only thinking about themselves. All right? So just be aware of your surroundings. If it's you, be aware that this is what you're putting out and this is what the universe is going to want to, you know, give back to you. So just be very careful with that energy there, guys, okay? Now, moving forward, the first card that we have for the future is the Three of Wands in the reverse. So an area in your life where you feel, you know, this is not something that I can necessarily expand with. This is not something or someone that's going to help me to further advance myself. All right, and we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, Eli, what's up, bud?
The remote's not working and the battery's...
Okay, baby, I'll check it out later. What did mommy tell you? I love you so much, but listen to mommy. The household will be so happy if everybody just listens to mommy. All right. So, long day, guys. So, with this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, there's a situation, and, you know, I feel like what's funny here is that there's so many queens popping out, right? But it's because you guys have had a very powerful stance with certain things. All right, and now maybe you're very on guard with somebody. Maybe you're just fed up and to the point where you feel like you've invested so much, but you didn't get what you want. Whether it's you or someone that's dealing with you or around you, somebody is really fed up with something here, okay? Somebody just, you know, they could be at the point where they're talking a lot of crap, where there's a lot of gossip going on, and they're just adding fuel to the fire. But whoever has this energy, I feel that I can safely say they've been pushed to it. All right, these are not energies that just show up. This is not you going to a person's house who's, you know, completely fine and saying one thing and they go off. This is someone who has been prodded and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. And now it's like, okay, now I'm biting back. Okay? So somebody's really being resistant towards some sort of change or something that's happening within the environment because someone's trying to find balance. Someone's trying to find stability here. Okay? All right, so we have the Hermit card in the reverse, Ace of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Ten of Swords, okay? Some sort of harsh ending, maybe some sort of betrayal happening here, but someone's fed up. Someone, you know, no matter how loving this person was, they can't take it anymore, okay? So Six of Swords is the path that they're going to take. And this definitely could be you guys taking on this energy because with Scorpios, and what people don't understand, you know, sometimes people will have the misconception that Scorpios can be extremely vindictive, and don't get me wrong, you know, if somebody pushes you guys to an extreme, you totally can be. But what people don't realize is Scorpio loves hard. I think the love of a Scorpio is such a precious thing. And if you have it, you have to learn how to work around it so that you can truly, truly, you know, enjoy it. It's just a matter of having a love language that you can understand with this person. Okay, but you guys have gotten to a point where you just can't take it. Or maybe someone's gotten to that point with you where there's just something that they can't take from you anymore. Maybe this is with a job. You know, maybe you've had a boss telling you, no, you're doing this wrong. No, you have to do this. No, I need you here at this time. And they're always switching up on you. And it's like, you know what? I'm responsible, but I can't work for you no more because it's just not going to work. So whatever's making you feel this way, it's just not something that you guys are going to tolerate. Okay? We have the Magician at the bottom. It's hard to tolerate something when you know that you're worth and are able to do so much more. Okay? And I get it, guys. I get this energy completely. That's why I always thought I was unstable when I was younger, because I'm like, I can't really stay at a job for a long time. But it just made me mad when, you know, people who run insignificant jobs and stuff are telling me what I can and cannot do in my life, that they send me home feeling like shit. And I'm like, yo, you ain't shit, so why are you making me feel like shit? So that's why I just had to get out of the retail and work sort of environment, because I'm just not good with being told what to do. Alright, so I feel like you guys are at that point. And you have the King of Cups in the reverse. In this case, this doesn't have to be, you know, somebody juggling lovers. In this case, I feel like you still know the power that you have within yourself. But there's just something that has made you way too emotionally unstable, and you're not here for it anymore. Alright, and you have the Two of Pentacles. So this is something where you're just like, how am I going to find balance? How am I going to be okay with this? Okay, and you just weren't able to figure it out because it's just not something that suited you. Okay, and you have the Fool card. So now it's time to take that new journey. Okay, you have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, where anything that you're coming out of, you will get through it. Any sort of loss that you may initially feel, you will get past it. Okay, and you have the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands could be gossip, could be bullshit, could be people bickering back and forth. Okay, just a very tense environment. And you have the Nine of Pentacles. So no matter how tense the environment is, you still know that you're self-sufficient and you're able to do what you need to do on your own. This is not something that you need to be someone's, you know, excuse my language, you don't have to be someone's bitch to get what it is that you want, because you're powerful within yourself and you know that. And I feel like you guys are at the point where you could kind of explode in a situation, because it's like, yo, do you not see who I am? Do you not see the power that I withhold in myself? Do you not see that I am not going to take your shit? Okay? You can hit a dog over and over and over again. Doesn't matter how nice the dog is, but guess what? One day that dog will bite back, and I feel like someone's biting back now. Alright, and we have the Knight of Wands. So, with the Knight of Wands here, maybe for some of you it was a fire sign. Specifically an Aries for some of you, because we have the Emperor here. Maybe it was a fire sign that you guys had to kind of emancipate yourself from, in a sense. Okay? But with this here, either you're leaving behind a fire energy that just wasn't working for you, or you guys are finding this new passion within yourself to move on. Maybe all of this BS that you went through put a fire under you. Okay? And now you're going off of that fire. Okay? Sometimes it takes that little negative push for us to realize what we're able to do in this world. Okay? Yeah, this is awesome, guys, because as uncomfortable as the energies may be while you're going through this, it's going to work out for your benefit. Okay? You're going to be much better off with the direction that you're about to take. It's just something that wasn't working for you that you had to get out of the way. So let's see what the advice is for you guys. Alright. Alright, guys, so let's see what guidance, you know, the cards have for you at this time. I just feel such a huge shift with you guys. I feel like maybe there were certain situations where you were compromising what you truly wanted to do 100% just for the greater good. But now you're realizing that the greater good involves you feeling as powerful as you can. Not in a narcissistic or in a, let me take over the world kind of way. But just in the sense of, how can I change the world if I'm not happy within myself? And I think that you guys are focusing more on what's going to make you truly happy and complete within yourself. You're not going to find that with a love partner. You're not going to find that through, living vicariously through someone else's life. Okay? You're not going to find that with certain job positions. It has to come from within you. Alright, guys, so let's see what the cards of advice are here. We have the Nine of Wands. Now, I love the Nine of Wands, okay, because this is going to be a card where when people reach this point, they have gone through the blood, sweat, and tears of a situation. And when people are at that point, there's always that question in our minds, in the back of our heads, can I get through this? Can I make it? This is like that level right before the peak, okay? 95% of this time, this person is going to make it to whatever it is that they want. So with the Nine of Wands, it's showing that you guys are right there. You're so close to getting whatever it is that you fully need. So just get over that peak. Okay, you have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So something that you were emotionally invested in, you're letting go of. Or maybe something that you just lost feelings for, or a job that you no longer feel passionate about. Okay, so it's like you guys took a rest in a sense, because you have the Four of Swords here, and with the High Priestess in the reverse, this is a sense of you guys having taken a step back and saying, how do I move forward from this? Kind of questioning yourself and what you're able to do and how you're able to get it. But then eventually you realize what's not working for you, and that's what you let go of so that you can get what it is that you want and what you need. All right, so you're standing up for yourself, and you're fighting and you're fighting and you're fighting to get past something. You know that it makes you unhappy. So you finally wake up one day and you're like, you know what? Seven of Wands in the reverse. This is too much adversity. This doesn't make sense. I need to move past this. And what happens when you do? When you turn your back, you have nothing but expansion. You're able to move forward. So that's a very powerful thing. And I sound like a broken record because of how often I say it, but it's something I tell myself all the time. When something is ripped from my life, or I push something away in my life, I try to think about, how is my life affected? If I push someone away and then I start getting more opportunities and, life just seems easier and I'm just happier, that tells me something. All right? If I push something away that maybe somebody was innocent, maybe someone didn't really do anything wrong, and then bad things start happening, it's like, okay, well, I'm the asshole in this case. All right? So you just have to look at that. With what you're going to cut out, just observe. How's life around me working? Am I getting, up, or how do I want to say it? Am I getting up in a way where life just seems easier? Okay, am I getting opportunities where before these opportunities weren't present? And if you feel that way, then you found the problem. All right? But always be mature enough to look in the mirror and know that you could be, adding toxicity to your life as well. All right, guys? So, Scorpio, I love you guys so much. If you guys need a personal reading, you can always find it in the description of any of my tarot videos. But other than that, guys, I will be back with love readings next. Take care, Scorpio.